Welcome to the School Jotter podcast, where we explore the latest in education technology and how digital tools can make life easier for schools, teachers, and parents. I'm Alex, and today we're diving into a crucial topic: how school websites can save schools money. Joining me is Sean Gilligan, the founder of Web Anywhere. So let's get started. Schools waste lots of money every year on paper and printing, but what if the solution was already sitting on their homepage? Today we're exploring how the most overlooked tool in education is revolutionising school budgets.
That's such a striking number. And when you think about all those newsletters and permission slips piling up at the bottom of backpacks, it really adds up.
You know what's fascinating? One school I was reading about actually calculated they were sending home about 100 pages of notices per student each month. With 500 students, we're talking about 50,000 pages. And that's just for one school.
And I imagine the hidden costs go way beyond just paper and ink. What about all the staff time spent handling these materials?
That's where the numbers get really interesting. Schools are finding their administrative staff spends up to 3 hours daily just answering basic questions that could be found on a well-organised website. That's essentially wasting half a staff position.
Well, that certainly explains why my friend who works as a school secretary always seems so overwhelmed. She mentioned they get dozens of calls just about upcoming events.
Right. And here's something that blew my mind. Schools using modern website systems are reporting up to a 70% reduction in routine phone inquiries. One high school actually tracked their call volume before and after upgrading their website. They went from 200 calls per day to just 60.
The efficiency gains must be incredible. And what about emergency situations like snow days or unexpected closures?
That's where it gets really interesting. Remember the old phone trees? Well, one school reported saving over 200 staff hours last year just by using their website and app for emergency communications. Plus, and this is wild, they were spending nearly £5,000 annually on text message services before switching to push notifications.
You know what really catches my attention? The impact on families where parents live separately. No more double mailing everything or wondering if both households got the message.
Exactly. And speaking of inclusion, here's something fascinating. Most modern school websites now include automatic translation into dozens of languages. One diverse school was spending over lots of money on translation services before implementing their new system.
That kind of accessibility must make such a difference for building inclusive school communities. What about the marketing aspect?
Oh man, that's where schools are seeing some of the biggest savings. Instead of printing expensive glossy brochures, they're creating virtual tours and interactive content. Some schools are even adding 360-degree classroom tours and student testimonial videos.
The technology has really transformed how schools can present themselves to potential families and staff members.
And here's what's really cool. Schools with well-designed websites report up to 40% higher parent participation in events and activities. When information is easily accessible, parents are more likely to get involved.
That really shows it's not just about saving money, it's about building stronger school communities.
Exactly right. And you know what's particularly interesting? Schools are finding that investing in a good website actually pays for itself within the first year through reduced printing costs alone. One middle school calculated they processed over 3,000 permission slips digitally last year.
The environmental impact of that must be significant too. Think of all those trees saved.
Well, that's all the time we have for today on the School Jotter podcast. Remember, sometimes the most powerful solutions are hiding in plain sight, even if they're just a click away on your school's homepage.
And maybe check your kid's backpack anyway, though hopefully those crumpled newsletters will soon be a thing of the past.
That wraps up today's episode of the School Jotter podcast. We've explored how a well-designed school website isn't just a digital notice board. It's a powerful tool that can help schools cut costs, streamline admin, and enhance communication with parents and students. If your school is looking to save money while improving efficiency, School Jotter is here to help. Visit schooljotter.com to learn more or book a free demo. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a review. We'll be back soon with more insights on how technology is shaping the future of education. Until next time, take care and keep innovating.